Hello and welcome to Kelly Loves K-Pop. I'm Kelly. Today we're doing an oracle reading for the ideal partner of SHINee's Onew. And we use our Caroline Miss Archetype cards and our spellcasting oracle cards in a layered reading for this. If you're familiar with my other two member videos that are already posted, it's the same deal. If you haven't seen them, I'll leave links in the cards so you can check them out. And without any further ado, I'll just say that all tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only. Everything is alleged, and I'm not affiliated with any idols or any companies, so take everything with a grain of salt. We're just here to have a good time, you know, be a little nosy. So I try to keep everything pretty non-gender specific so everyone can enjoy these readings. So Onew. Let's go ahead and get some cards out on this man. Whoops. Yeah. Got some escape artists in here. Okay. Man, I am dropping the cards today. Okay, one more time. Let's try this one more time. Let me see if I can do it without dropping some cards. Okay. Cut the deck and go. Okay, Onew. So we have Rebel in the Shadow with protection. So rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. This is really interesting because what I get from this is that there's a lot of rules from authority, from culture that Onew may have difficulty with, but this is about finding a person that like obviously appreciates that, but also looks out for him. Like, I don't see it in a reprimanding way of like, oh no, don't do that. It's almost like, yeah, you're not supposed to do that, but like, you know, while you're doing that, I'll keep an eye out, make sure, you know, no one sees you doing it. It's kind of very much that. Not necessarily that what he's doing is bad, it's just not necessarily acceptable by a lot of public. So it's like having a person who thinks the same way that he does about authority and societal rules. Someone who really finds that something like here, like it says, worth protecting, finds that something that's admirable. So yeah, someone who admires his rebellious spirit, right? Trickster in the Light is transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Again, this is like, this person like likes that he goes against the grain. Let's put it that way. Has a lot of confidence. Like really likes that he's different. Likes that he looks at things in a different way. I think he's a Sagittarius, so that kind of makes a lot of sense. Sagittarius really has a reputation for not liking too many rules. So he definitely wants a bird of a feather. Someone who really doesn't like rules either, and is gonna kind of maybe enable some trouble making here and there. So then we have Engineer and Reconciliation. So engineering the light is ability to give creative energy to a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. And these people are really like creating this bridge. So, and really the first thing I thought when I saw this is about someone who can go into business with him. Like someone who is also a business partner in his more, I want to say mundane endeavors. I definitely think Onew is a type that has businesses outside of being an idol. I'm pretty sure he owns buildings, right? So it's almost like someone who really wants to go into that business as well. Someone who's business minded, who wants to expand that, you know, they come together, maybe has their own thing as well, but works together. Like they actually work together in a practical way. Yeah, like creating things through business, like manufacturing things. Someone who's very business minded, but it's so funny because also rebellious. Like really interesting. Someone who's kind of in business, kind of financially successful, but is a rule breaker. Is really what I'm getting. Some real fiery, like Sagittarius meets Aquarius energy here. All right, so then we have Hermit and Dreams. And Hermit's in the shadow. So it's like withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments from others, refusing to help those in need. And then Dreams. So this is about, you know, planning for things that haven't happened yet, things in the future that you want to manifest, right? It's like going to sleep where a dream is a dream, and then waking up where you can actually have gained some knowledge on how to manifest that dream. So I do think there's some fear about what he wants to do in the future is not necessarily accepted by society, but this is again someone who is God, I don't want to quote Shia LaBeouf, but it's like in my mind it's just like, don't let your dreams be dreams. You know, like this is very much someone in his life that says, yeah, maybe it's not the most socially acceptable, but if this is your dream, just do it. Like, God, I'm sorry, but that's literally all the meme is in my head now. But yeah, just like go for it. Just telling him that, like, even if it seems off center or less traditional, less stereotypical of what people would expect, like he should just do it. Like this is really just encouraging and not just like in a short term, but in a very long term kind of way. Like dream big, like we can do it. That's really the energy that's coming off of those cards. And then we have Messiah and Spirit Guide. This is a nice combo. Serving humanity with humility and Spirit Guide. So this is a person that also encourages him to do humanitarian work, more of it. He probably does some already. And it could be that's part of where the rebellious nature is if you work with the people that are hurt the most by like capitalism and leftover remnants from war situations, because people forget that Korea was only in a war 1 or 2 generations ago. It wasn't that long ago. There's still people that are suffering from repercussions from that need help, and I think there are definitely spirit guides around him, and especially his partner, ideal partner, that would push to do more for people that have less, especially if they're doing well in business, you know, or to also do business but in a green, clean way as much as they can. It's definitely about helping people, though. Ultimately it's about helping as many people as they can. So it may have a connection with whatever businesses they're pushed towards outside of being an idol. I mean, obviously not being an idol too helps a lot of people just emotionally, but this is about doing more than that. And I see that a lot with idols. I mean, obviously we're seeing people that have a lot of money. When you do get to that level, you should be thinking about what you can give back to the community. They're definitely being pushed from their spirit guides to do that. And then we have Mystic and Lighten Your Load. So we have light attribute for Mystic. It says rebels in intimate union with the divine and lighten your load. You know, obviously they got the weight of the world on their shoulders, literally. This is about finding solace again in a spiritual connection, whether it's prayer or meditation. Someone who's going to bring a little bit more of reprieve, some solace, a little bit of escapism from all the pressure. There's aspects, I think, to Onew that don't sit comfortably in the stereotypical expectations of society. And this is about like finding ways to like let go of some of that pressure, some of that frustration from being like pigeonholed in, is just like to find it in a way that's more spiritual, finding a way to release it that connects you to the divine aspects in your life. So I think it's like they're gonna have a bit of a spiritual side. I don't see it like as strong as like when we were reading for Minho, that was like, you are gonna get brought to church. I mean, I don't know what kind of church, but some kind of church. But this is very much like almost mystic to me, is more on your own, like I said, more like finding good healthy meditations or relaxing at the spa, or I don't know, just finding healthy coping mechanisms that take some of that stress away. You know, it could even be therapy, it could be all kinds of stuff, but in some way helping lessen the pressures of trying to be what people expect of you. Like, I think he really feels those kind of eyes, that he's under a lot of pressure to be a certain way. And obviously, like, we're seeing that maybe he's not. So that's what I have for Onew. Thanks again for hanging out with me. If you got this far, if you watched the other videos, appreciate it. We got one more. I got the one for Taemin coming up next. Should be up in a day or two. And of course, I'll, you know, if you click the notification bell and subscribe, you will know exactly when I post it and you won't miss out. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Please take care of each other and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.